Today we're going to do a quick ranking of all 16 United States Hockey League logos, starting with number 16, the Omaha Lancers, who have a way better logo than this, but this is what they're using at the moment. Again, I got my logos based on what was on the website for the United States Hockey League, as I have been doing for other leagues as well on their particular websites. And this is what they had, and this is what they have on their jerseys now. And I don't know if this is, gonna be a permanent change or if this is just a throwback thing they did, but this is definitely the least good logo in the entire league. And from number 16, we're going to go all the way through number 1 based on my own opinion. So if you don't like the results, feel free to cry to me in the comments, whine to me in the comments, but this is my opinion. So let's keep going with number 15, the Chicago Steel. Little bit better of a logo, but still not too much going on. Obviously, there's steel in the letters that spell out steel. The rest is just a puck in a circle. Not a super exciting logo. You could probably do something a little better than that. Number 14, I have the Tri-City Storm. There's more going on here, but I'm just not a big fan of how it looks. Again, this is kind of biased. This is kind of my own opinion. The way the S is, the way the bolt goes through it, I don't know if I'm as big of a fan of it. It just, the design, the aesthetic of it, I don't really like that much. And that's the only reason why I have it down here. Because again, there's something going on. There's lightning. Obviously, it's a storm. It does seem a little bit basic, but again, it's not that bad compared to the other two in, like, I don't know, concept, I guess, but I just don't like the aesthetic. I don't like the look of it. Anyway, let's go to number 13. The U.S. National Development Team. It's kind of your average USA logo. I just thought it was better than the other ones, which is weird for me because usually American patriotic kind of logos are not really my favorite thing in the world. This is kind of classy though. It's badge-like. I don't actually mind this that much, but yeah, I mean, I at least like it better than the other ones. Number 12, we got the Lincoln Stars. Kind of a weird looking star there, but not the worst thing in the world. I have it here above the others at number 12. Number 11, I got the Fargo Force. Another one that's just a letter, kind of boring. A circle that says the text on there. Sorry, the text on the outside that says Fargo Force. I kind of like what's coming off of it. It almost looks like flames, and then obviously there's a lightning bolt. That part of it I like. It kind of gives me Minnesota Frost vibes, which that's a generic logo. I don't like that one much. This one I like a little more, but yeah. Number 10, we got the Des Moines Buccaneers. I mean, I don't think I'm going to penalize it for the TM being there in a weird way, but the overall logo, it's kind of like the kind of old school pirate logo that you'd see from like the 60s or something like that. Almost like baseball. Obviously, you wouldn't call it baseball because you see two hockey sticks that are crossed up there on the hat and a puck, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of that old school logo, and it doesn't look too bad. For an old school looking logo, it's a good one, especially compared to the Lancers that we got at number 16. So this is the top 10, and at number 9, moving up, this is Sioux Falls Stampede. And I think they had a different logo before. This one is like a more basic type of it. It's not too bad. And it's not amazing, but it lands here at number 9 in this league. This league, I feel like there's a lot that they could do better. But anyway, let's move on. Number 8, we've got the Green Bay Gamblers. This is the one I remember from seeing, back in the day. Kind of a logo that I remember from when I was at least younger. And not too bad, although his leg is super wonky. Just that weird, short little leg. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. He's got an ace up his sleeve. I guess not really his sleeve, his glove. The sleeve of his glove. I don't know what you call that, but I would call it more of a cuff, I guess. But yeah, he's got his ace of spades there. He's ready to gamble. This is like the logo that I looked at and thought of when I thought of Las Vegas is gonna get a team before it got named the Knights. I was like, ooh, are they gonna call them the Gamblers? maybe that's too on the nose. But anyway, I always thought of this logo when I thought that. Again, not my favorite thing, but it's not bad. It's a huge step up from everything else, though. Like, this is like the bottom half and the top half here. So we're halfway through because there's 16 teams. The difference is like, I feel like kind of night and day. This is like a huge, huge, huge step up from the rest. And from here on out, we're going for it. Number 7, the Muskegon Lumberjacks. Interesting looking guy there. Very, very hairy guy. Maybe not quite like that Viking from when I did the Junior A ones, where it looks like he has that wolf werewolf disease or wolf disease. Not quite that level, because the beard is huge, but it doesn't look like it's coming off of his cheeks. It looks like it's just a really, really thick beard, and he's got really, really thick eyebrows. But yeah, not a bad logo. I do like the touch of the axe being the hockey stick blade. It's like, that's pretty good. And I don't really usually go for all the text that goes around the entire circle of the thing, or just being in a circle in general. But this is a saw, and I think I said bandsaw in one of my videos last time. Buzzsaw, I think, is what I was thinking of. So yeah, I love the saw look. Love it. Think that's great for a lumberjack. Awesome stuff. 6, I've got the Sioux City Musketeers. The text on the outside is not great. Don't like the font. But I just like the sentiment of the whole thing, and so it's way high up for me. I'm a geography kind of guy. I like that. I love seeing, the Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota there, and the swords that kind of like all go through, because that's where Sioux City is located, is kind of in that corner there. And so you got like the corner of 3 states, you got the 3 swords, 3 musketeers, Sioux City Musketeers. I think that's pretty awesome. And so even though the font on this circular thing is not really a good font, I don't think, I actually really love this logo. I think it's really cool. And yeah, I don't mind this at all. Obviously, as it's here at number 6. At number 5, I have the Waterloo Blackhawks. Just a nice, classy logo. The way they do the circle is a lot better. I like the waves that are there. And then kind of just your classic thing that's a hawk, symbol of a hawk. It's not crazy, it's not super detailed, but it looks nice. It looks clean. I like it. So yeah. Number 4, I have the Dubuque. I don't actually know how to say that. Me and my, Canadian, not too familiar with how to say this anyway. Dubuque Fighting Saints. Yeah, great logo. Kind of reminds me of the Detroit Red Wings Winter Classic jersey a little bit, but made cooler with, obviously the Saints, so you got the halo, but they're fighting, so you got the sword going down. I actually think that's super cool, and so I have it here at number 4. And then I think the top 3 is again at another level. For me personally, number 3 is one that I'm kind of shocked made it so high, because again, I'm not big on kind of that American patriotic type logo. This one is more of the state of Wisconsin, but I have the Madison Capitals, and I just feel like I love looking at the depth of the building that's on there. These type of logos usually are way low down for me, but the way that the Capitol building on here is like, I feel like it looks good. I feel like it uses the depth really well, and even the star on top that goes above the I, the letter I, I think that looks good. It looks good above the T. It looks good above the tip of the thing. And so I don't know why. Usually these kind of logos I'm not a big fan of, but for some reason I just really love this one. I think it's really well done. So congrats for changing my mind on all sorts of things, I guess. I don't know. Number 2, we got the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Just a really awesome horse logo there. And yeah, I don't know what more I can say about that. Just really, really good. And then number 1, as soon as I saw it, it was never really a question for me. And again, if you've watched some other rankings of mine, you'll know that these are the type of logos that I actually really, really love. But another Phantoms logo, we got the Youngstown Phantoms. And I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of a bunch of things. I think of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance when I played as Black Panther, and it would be like it reminds me of that kind of Black Panther, except he puts his hood on. So I don't know if Black Panther ever really has a hood like this, but I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that. But just the logo itself, the character on there, just I think is really great. And so for me, that's number 1. Those are my rankings. Um, you can try and fight me in the comments if you really want to, if you disagree, or just tell me what you think. You know, what do you disagree with politely? What do you agree with as well? What are your favorite logos? And yeah, tell me all that stuff. I'll put some other videos up here because I've done some more rankings if you want to check those out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.